Hi everyone! In today's garden video, I wanted to walk around and show you what's blooming. Lots and lots of flowers are in bloom, and here I can't walk past these beautiful, beautiful lilies. I think it's right now lily season with all of the lilies, and it's just exploding with lilies everywhere. And I wanted to take you around and show you what the garden was looking like this morning. Hopefully we can walk through it and just highlight a few of the plants that are looking great and come into bloom, which weren't shared in my last video. But here is beautiful gaillardia. It's blooming beautifully with this lavender. I've actually cut back a lot of my roses. They are taking a bit of a rest before they flush back again, but I wanted to walk and show you those beautiful, beautiful lilies over there. Let me just get to it. They are just absolutely gorgeous. So these are oriental lilies, but they are gorgeous. I bought these in a pack from Costco a couple of years ago. They didn't really do much last year, but they were being eaten by lily beetles, and I wasn't so sure if they were going to bloom this year. But look at them, they are just so gorgeous, and this motivates me to pick those beetles off earlier when they were all over these lilies. But they are just absolutely stunning. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous lilies, and I wanted to share them with you today. Just absolutely beautiful. And liatris here is also coming into bloom. It's looking super beautiful and pretty. Here is another look at this lily. Still some blooms on this knockout rose, and also easy red rose. Lots and lots of blooms. As you can see, the lilies are just so stunning right now. Echinacea is just busting in color here. I just love the colors of this echinacea patch. They just look so very beautiful. I also have phlox here that is opening up. This is summer phlox. I think this is luminary ultraviolet or something like that, and it's just absolutely a beautiful color amongst the phlox, and it's very beautiful. I also have lots of cosmos that is peeking through, and a beautiful buddleia bloom in there. This is just such a beautiful riot of color here. I just absolutely love this little patch in my driveway garden, and it's just really beautiful. And some dahlias here in bloom. They are just about picking up now because it's getting warmer, and I feel like for dahlias it is late July and August is when they start really shining and showing their beauty. Lots of alyssum is blooming here as well. I do also have some of these alliums still blooming. These are drumstick alliums, but I think they are now going over and need a cutback. I have some cosmos here that is also blooming, but yeah, it's a big riot of color here. I also have lots of hydrangeas that are starting to bloom. This is quickfire hydrangea, which is already starting to show its blush and pink colors, and it's really looking beautiful. Little lime is also starting to open, and it is looking beautiful with its lime color against all of these bright colors. It just adds a really nice beautiful backdrop. Now let's walk over to the side and show you what's here. Lots of lavender. There's Bernarda here that's blooming. A new rose is opening up. This is Peach Perfection. Still have a ton of lilies here as well, and they are just absolutely stunning. I have another clump of rose here. This is Rosie the Riveter. And over on this side, I have not deadheaded this yarrow since it's blooming. It's been blooming for weeks and weeks. It still looks good. It's faded a bit, the yellow in the spent blooms is a little bit lighter than this one, but it's still gorgeous. And I love how this geranium roseanne is mixing in with this yarrow and looking absolutely stunning. I also have another lily here. This is looking stunning. This is also a Proven Winners lily. This is the Painted Rhythm series, and this one is Tiger Swirl. It's absolutely gorgeous, and this area here is just brimming in color as well. It's looking gorgeous. I'm absolutely loving all of these colors. They are just beautiful. And here is coneflower in the back, which is blooming and looking great. Achillea peppered in there is also looking really beautiful. Lots and lots of coneflowers, blanket flowers, absolutely gorgeous. And I wanted to show you this patch of lilies here. It's looking so pretty with all of these blooms here. I love how this one is looking. I love lilies, and they are just absolutely beautiful. So these are not the Asiatic lilies, these are the daylilies. The blooms only last for one day, and then but they do have lots and lots of buds and blooms, so this is gonna keep blooming for a while. Beautiful and gorgeous. I do have the pelargoniums blooming here, and it's just a riot of color this morning. Just wanted to come out and share it with you. Let's go walk over to the driveway garden, the other side of the driveway garden, and show you what's happening there. Here is the other side of the driveway garden. This is also bustling in color, lots of coneflowers. As you can see, I love them. I have them everywhere, and I just absolutely love coneflowers. Here is a gaillardia that's blooming in there. I love the contrast of the pink and the pop of red in there. I do have some daylilies here blooming as well. So this one is called Always Afternoon. Beautiful daylily with a nice chartreuse throat, and it's just absolutely stunning with all of these pink coneflowers and pink yarrow. So this garden is primarily pink and just a little bit of pop of other colors. Here is a balloon flower that has opened up. Isn't that gorgeous? Just lovely. Lots of yarrow here as well. And I also have some blooms opening up on this hydrangea. It's looking absolutely beautiful. And I do have a Rose of Sharon here. This is the Proven Winners Rose of Sharon. This is the double bloomed one. This is opened up one bloom there, and so it's slowly starting to open, and I think it's gonna be covered in blooms. Just gorgeous. Look at how many buds are on this plant, and I think it's going to be a very beautiful show. I can't even reach that. This is at least 12 feet high, so just love it. I love this one very much, and it's doing really well. So let's go over to the side yard, and I'll show you what's happening there. I go there, I wanted to show you this beautiful coneflower. Just absolutely gorgeous. So let's go over to the side yard, and I'll show you what's happening. Here is the big swath of climbing rose America. Just gorgeous. I do have some some phlox that is starting to open here. My Pinky Winky Standard is also starting to open, and it's looking gorgeous. I do have a yellow rose way up there that is starting to open as well. Just beautiful. I love this time of the year where most of the garden is kind of bustling in color, and it's just looking absolutely stunning. Here I was actually tying back some of these things yesterday because I was trying to get in here to do some cleanup. This garden is still needs some clean out, needs some weeding, and I've been like slowly working on this roses here as well. But I wanted to show you this beautiful phlox. It's just absolutely a stunning color. I love summer phlox. It's just one of those perennials I feel are not used as much as they should. They are just absolutely stunning. Lots of echinacea here. I do also have balloon flower that has opened. Lots of Rudbeckia is opening in there. I need to come in here and tie a few things and clean up, but there's a buddleia there that is starting to bloom as well. It's just absolutely stunning. This part of the garden is just a riot of color. I call it my butterfly garden because it's just a very colorful part of the garden. Attracts a lot of pollinators. It's still early in the morning, so I haven't seen too many, but they are going to be here and buzzing here all afternoon. This is another phlox that's opening. This is Red Riding Hood, and lots of daylilies. Veronica, look at this daylily. It's just absolutely beautiful. I think you can't go wrong with daylilies. They are just such a happy, beautiful, reliable flower for your garden. Lots of coneflowers here as well that are opening. Just absolutely beautiful. I mean, I am just amazed and in awe with all of this beauty that nature just creates for you. This is pink diamond hydrangea. This is about to also it has lots of buds. I'm excited to see this one bloom because I've never seen this one bloom. I just bought this as a stick last fall and I put it here and I haven't seen it bloom, so I'm excited to see that bloom. But look at this. Look at all these lilies here. Aren't they just gorgeous? Like, look at this color. The yellow and the pink together just are so stunning. I love how this area is looking. Just such a riot of color. Look at these. They are just absolutely stunning. Beautiful, beautiful lilies. I love these colors very much and they are looking so beautiful together. And here is a fall sunflower in there as well. Like, this is just a riot of color. This is just so beautiful. I have bobo hydrangeas here that are starting to open as well, so they are kind of weaved in here and they are going to just pick up those colors. Lots of pollinators are already out. I can see lots of bees. This is geranium roseanne and nepeta. Every time I want to come and cut back this nepeta, I feel like the pollinators are all over it and I don't want to take that away from them. They are just buzzing. Even this early, they are just buzzing with bees everywhere. And I can't believe it's still blooming. I mean, it's still blooming. It's sending out new shoots. I feel like I don't even have to cut it back unless I want to control the size, which I'm okay with at this point of the season. Another quick fire that is budded and opening. So this part of the garden with the hydrangeas is a bit delayed usually because of the way the sun falls on this part, but I'm okay with that. And lots more coneflowers here that are opening. Just absolutely beautiful. I have an agastaki here as well. Another buddleia here which is also looking beautiful. This is Miss Violet buddleia, and just absolutely beautiful. I do have some blooms on. Oh, here are some other lilies as well. Some more blooms on my firelight hydrangea. Isn't that beautiful? And some still bee blooms. The still bees are looking really pretty as well with all of these colors here. And these hydrangeas here now have fully opened and they are looking absolutely stunning. So these are the bloom-struck hydrangea, and that is the endless summer hydrangea with one bloom. I'm not so sure about this hydrangea. I mean, it's not done much for me, but I'll give it a couple more years before I decide what to do with it. But I'm loving this one. This is looking great. Let's go see what's in the backyard that's blooming. I mean, the shade garden has a lot of green, which I love. It's a nice peaceful rest against what else is happening. I think I can hear a lawnmower go, so I'm going to take a bit of a pause and show you this backyard garden in a bit when the noise ends. So in the backyard, let me start by sharing with you what's blooming near my vegetable garden. So this is a very new area that I started in the spring, and I can't even believe how much it has filled in, and it's looking absolutely gorgeous. I did plant a bunch of my dahlias here and they are just starting to bloom, and I am just really enjoying these blooms. There is like a new bloom in here every single day. This is Dahlia Rip City, and there is, I think, a bunch of cafe au lait dahlias, and then there is a pink cafe au lait. I think that's what this one is, but they are just absolutely stunning in this area. And what's also really coming into its own in this area is the Rudbeckia. It's starting to bloom now. I also have this meant to be Agastaki, which is looking really strong and beautiful in this spot, and a whole swath of these beautiful coneflowers. Like, these are just the best flowers for summer, and they've just been fabulous in my garden. I just absolutely adore them. And I can also see the penstemon coming into bloom again here, and beautiful white cosmos is blooming. Look at the size of this bloom. This is so beautiful. This was the Sonata mix, and it's really pretty. I think the pink ones are quite smaller compared to the white ones. The white ones are really huge, and I love how they are looking. And let me just show you some of the daylilies on this side as well. So this is the beautiful Primal Scream daylily. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at this color. It is so pretty and so beautiful. I love this orange color in the garden. It's just really eye-catching. And I have to come and deadhead Nepeta here, so there is some work to be done. But this beautiful hydrangea, wee bit grumpy, is looking really beautiful. It's really loving its new spot here, and I think this one is going to be very well adapted to this spot, I hope, and we'll see how it does next year. But here is another lily that's blooming. This is Franz Hals, and this is also really gorgeous. I love how this looks, and it's supposed to rebloom, so I'm excited to see if that happens. And also beautiful blanket flowers in bloom here. So, and this stunning rose is also in bloom. This is Rose Carefree Wonder. Gorgeous. I love this loose pink kind of look on this rose. It's very relaxed and beautiful with an open center, so really good for the pollinators. And yeah, so it's looking really good. And even the vegetable garden is really filling in. It's looking gorgeous. I have lots of zucchini. I think I saw a zucchini grow in here, so it's really nice to come out and see these blooms. I especially enjoy all of this here as well. And the vegetable garden has really exploded. As you can see, it's full and lush, and lots of produce that's ripening on these things. I have lots and lots of chili peppers, lots of cucumber plants. The tomatoes are starting to kind of grow and ripen, and really looking awesome. And I can't wait to harvest some of these things. Like, there's so much pollinator action in this garden. I do have some tomato that's already ripening here, which is awesome. So yeah, things are looking really good in this garden here. And I wanted to walk around this. This is Little Quick Fire. It is starting to bloom, and it's looking gorgeous as well. Just love how everything is really taken on a growth spurt because of summer and the heat that we're getting now. So this area here has this beautiful Invincible Spirit 2 hydrangea. I recently planted this one here, and I love the color of this hydrangea, and I think this will be a nice spot for it. It's going to get a bit of dapple shade there, and I think it's going to like it. I also have another phlox that is blooming in there. I don't know if you can see it. I love this bright magenta color. It's just absolutely stunning and beautiful in the garden. I also have Monarda that's still blooming, and I love this spike of like this bright magenta pink in the garden, especially with the white coneflower in the back. I don't know if you can see those. Those are also new little baby plants there. So I can't wait for those to mature as well. And really lots more coneflowers and lilies here. So here are some more daylilies. I especially love this daylily. It is so gorgeous. I love the deep plum color with, again, that yellowish green throat in the middle. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I also have this beautiful one here, which is so delicate and wispy. And also beautiful coreopsis blooming. This is such a stunning plant for summer. It's going to keep on blooming. More phlox blooming here. The yarrow is done blooming pretty much. I need to come and deadhead it. Hopefully it will reflush, but it's still looking so beautiful in its dried state that I don't feel like doing that yet. I also have lots more coneflower here. So the coneflowers here are more of those orange and deeper colors along with some pinks, because I really wanted them to contrast beautifully with these fall sunflowers, and these are just absolutely stunning. They bloom for a really long time. And I also have this beautiful blue fortune agastache, which is starting to put out its bloom stalks. It's looking absolutely beautiful. And I also have beautiful tree lilies that are blooming in the back there. Like, I wasn't expecting them to bloom, but they are. Aren't they gorgeous? I thought they were just going to get eaten by all of the beetles, but look at this. Just gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lots of rudbeckias here. These are such beautiful autumnal colors. I love them, and they add such a spark to the garden, and they carry this color through fall, which is so lovely. I have to come out and remove these spent allium heads, but they still look okay in the garden. So here are more coneflowers and blanket flowers. I need to actually work on this area here. I need to divide up this iris. This was given to me by a friend last summer, and I didn't divide it. I just stuck the whole clump in the ground, and it just did not bloom this year. So I think I need to divide it. I need to break it up, and I probably will spread it in other areas of the garden. But for now, I need to work on this area and clean it up. And I don't know, part of me feels like adding more coneflowers here, but you let me know if I should or shouldn't, because I just love them. And this is my most beautiful flower. This is my little lolly. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, sweetheart. I love you. Aw. Hi. I think this is the best part about the garden walk, right? Love him. Anyways, this is incredible hydrangea. Again, it's blooming and it's looking great, but it's just in its first full season coming back, so not too many expectations from it, but still for that, I would say it's doing really, really well in this spot. So I know as it matures, it will get bigger and better. So that's the hope. In the back here, let's see what's blooming here. I think in the back here, there are still lots of lilies that are blooming. I have a new bloom on this lily here. I have this lily that has been blooming for a really long time. Love the color on this one. I love the two-tone, like dark raspberry with the coral. Just beautiful how this one looks, and I love how this yellow one just picks on that center of that lily. Just love it. Lots of monarda here as well. So this monarda was transferred from that previous patch I showed you. It's still, it really took off here, and it's really loving it here. So I really like it in this spot, and it's happy, and it adds this beautiful dark color here. These lilies have gone over now. They're almost done. But look at this geranium roseanne. It's just intermingling with all the plants, and such a star in the garden. And I do also have some more proven winner lilies. These are again the Painted Rhythm series. This is I think this one is Tiger Swirl again. It's gorgeous. As you can see, I love those lilies, and I have Ruby Spider, I have Tiger Swirl, and I have the orange one, the Primal Scream, and I love them all so very much. So here is my big swath of fall sunflowers. They are just going crazy, and they are happy, and I love them. They are just beautiful. Pollinators love it. This is my coreopsis. I gave it a little bit of a deadhead, and it's rewarded me with this beautiful flush. And here is another type of coneflower that I have. I love this one. It's got this, I think this one is Pink Scoop or something like that, and it's got this pink center and the pink petals, and it just looks really, really pretty. And look at this, how tall this one is. This is at least 5.5 feet tall, and it's gorgeous. This one is, I think, the original Magnus cornflower. And here is more Veronica. There is more geranium roseanne, more cornflowers, more coreopsis. As you can see, I'm in love with cornflowers. Every time I go to the nursery, I'm always drawn to cornflowers. So I don't know, I might just go and get some more this season. But here it is. This is Solstice Rose, looking beautiful. I think the roses are getting ready for a second flush. And here is a few more blooms on my Bloomerang dark purple reblooming lilac. It is blooming again, and it's looking pretty. I did give it a bit of a shear earlier when it was done blooming, but as you can see, it's also producing more blooms. They're a little bit more sparse and spread out, but regardless, they're looking pretty and wispy. And look at all this fall sunflower heaven here. I love it. This is so pretty. This is the bleeding heart one. Just absolutely stunning. Love these flowers. They are gorgeous, and I just want to take the seeds and spread them everywhere in my garden. I love them so much. So that's it. This is today's backyard walk tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Lots happening in the garden, lots blooming in the garden. I love this time of the year because the roses are taking a break, but there is so much other color to be enjoyed in the garden. There is so much more to see and do in the garden. I'm enjoying my time in the garden, spending more and more time just observing these blooms. And I know that, you know, even if I did nothing, this is going to keep blooming. So I love it. And on that note, I hope everyone is having a beautiful, beautiful gardening day, wherever you're joining me from. And I will catch you very soon in another video. But I hope you enjoyed this tour, and you would give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. And we'll talk again in the next video. Thank you for watching.